Hello, I'm Kevin Schrock with UFTV Coaches Corner. Today we're joined with University of Findlay head football coach Rob Keys. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Kevin, how you doing, man?
Good. First off, hard to believe, season right around the corner here this Saturday. You guys are at Hillsdale. I know I'm excited to get things going. I'm sure you're just as excited.
Yeah, we are. It's such a long time since that last game of 2014. I know 14 didn't end the way we'd liked, and getting out bus in Northern Michigan, it was a long trip back, but really excited that we're pretty much on game week and ready to kick off the season 2015.
Absolutely. I know you guys have been working hard through almost the entire summer, up through part of this fall. How have practices been going for you guys?
Good. I like the team chemistry. The one thing over the last 5 seasons, there's never been an issue of work. Guys come to work, they're excited about what they do. They enjoy the process, and I think they enjoy being around each other. So, this team is really easy to coach.
I know this past Sunday you guys got a kind of a unique opportunity. You got to go to Marion Correctional Institute for practice. How was that experience for you guys?
Every year we're trying to educate our players in numerous different ways. And, we kicked around as a staff, hey, what's another idea that we can do? And, about a month and a half ago, we toured the prison. And initially it started off as just a possible tour. It went from possible tour to, hey, we're going to actually practice in the yard at Marion. It was a tremendous experience for everybody involved. Not only our players, but the inmates and both staffs. It was a lot of work to put it together, but I don't know if you could really put a measurement on how much was gained from that trip down at Marion.
Sure. Going into your offense a little bit, I know every year since you've been here, you guys have been pretty successful offensively. You guys lose Verlon Reed and a couple of important guys, but I'm sure expectations no different this year.
Yeah, the expectations never change. Offensively, we want to score every series, and I know that's not going to happen. That's perfection, but that's what we're trying to attain. It's going to be difficult. You lose Verlon Reed, most yards in school history in one season, as well as Lloyd Henry, leading receiver. So you're taking away a big percentage of our offense, but at the same time, that's what good programs do. They replace players and they move on and they still play to the standard.
Talking about replacing guys, you can't really replace a Verlon Reed maybe, but who maybe steps up in his spot this year?
We have 2 quarterbacks really vying for their starting spot. Reese Jervis, a transfer from Western Illinois, out of Seattle, Washington, and then Darnell Fields, redshirt sophomore from Romulus, Michigan. So both of those 2 guys have had pretty good camps. They're similar in certain aspects, but they're different in certain aspects too. Darnell, very, very athletic, can really run, played receiver for us last year, caught a couple touchdown passes. So tremendous guy when it comes to the speed factor. And then Reese, coach's son, kind of a gym rat when it comes to the game, always in the film room, really is a good manager of the game, but an excellent passer and also an excellent athlete too. So both of those guys will definitely will be in position for that starting spot, but either one I feel can help us win games.
Awesome. Defensively, maybe struggled a little bit at times last year, lost a couple key guys, but looking back at the roster, you guys have a lot of big guys coming back, along with some new guys. How will they mesh together?
Defense, the issue on defense last year was consistency. We had some really good, performances by our defense. Some days we're like, wow, this is exactly what we're looking for. And other times it's like, this is not what we're looking for on the other end. So we have a whole new defensive staff. All 3 coaches, all 3 full-time coaches will all be brand new this season, as well as our 2 graduate assistants. So there's a lot of excitement out of the defense just because, of the newness of this group. And there'll be a lot of new players. There'll be some familiar faces. Brad Fenton and Miles Alexander will be, those 2 inside linebackers that played last season, as well as Mitch Campbell and Johnny Hopkins, some defensive ends that played in the past, as well as Austin Reichert. But, in the secondary, we're going to be young and new. Evan Rinke and Aaron Ivory will probably be our starting safeties, as well as Anthony Lanier, who transitioned over from offense to play defense. So, and Greg Brown, a senior, a transfer from Michigan, will probably be one of the starting corners. But, defensively, good defenses have the ability to put, 17 or 18 guys on the field and still, perform to that standard and play a high level of defense. So, we got to do it with the numerous bodies. We just keep bringing in guys and hopefully we'll be more consistent this year on defense.
Sure. One of your guys on defense from a year ago now making noise with the Cardinals. How nice is that to see from
it's fun to watch. He's played 3 preseason games, and in every preseason game he's had right around 5 to 6 tackles, had an interception in preseason week 2. It's really a tremendous satisfaction from coaching staff to watch a kid that you recruited as a freshman come to University of Findlay, graduate in 4 years, get a chance in the NFL, and then hopefully make it. I know first cuts are September 1st, and then the final cut date's September 5th. So Harold's still hanging on to that roster spot, and hopefully we'll see him play on Sundays for real here come September.
Good to see from him. Special teams, I know you're a pretty big special teams guy. You guys obviously pretty successful last year there, and you've got preseason All-American coming back in Bujaya.
Yeah, we put a lot of emphasis on the special teams and in the kicking game. It's no different than the offensive phase or the defensive phase when it comes to our preparation. We had some success last year. Tyler Bujaya finished 14 of 15 on field goals, led the country in field goal percentage, returning this year, and made some great strides in the spring. I think he got stronger. I think his range went from about 42 to 50, so he kind of stretched it out. I think we'll have. It's really nice to have when you cross the 25-yard line, you got an opportunity to high percentage to score 3 points. We'll have a new punter this season, and we're still working on that to see who's going to be the starting punter. But we've been pretty successful in the special teams the last 4 seasons. We just need to eliminate some of the big plays against which hurt us last year in a couple of games.
Sure. Well, thanks for your time, Coach. I appreciate it. Once again, this is Kevin Schrock with UFTV Coach's Corner. Check us out on uftv.findlay.edu. Thanks for watching.